Alright, so hello FJUtv followers, viewers. It's me, Ruben. Today I'm going to be talking to you about growing up and becoming an adult. So stay tuned and I'll be right with you. So guys, remember how during the last few episodes we have been talking about trust, character, respect. Those are all topics that will help you become a responsible, independent adult. They're all bundled together because you cannot have, as an adult, you cannot have someone picking up after you, picking up the mess after you. For example, when you become an adult and you have your own place, there's no one that's gonna be there and say, hey, here, take $900, $1,000 and pay your rent because you don't have it. You don't have it available. You don't have those funds. No one is gonna do that. Perhaps right now you depend on someone. There's gonna be a moment where you have to depend on yourself. And then there's gonna be a moment that someone else is gonna depend on you. Yes, someone's gonna depend on you. Who, you may ask? Well, there's gonna be a day that you're gonna decide to get married. Well, your spouse is somebody who's gonna be depending on you. What if you decide to have kids? Now you have a wife, a husband, and kids who are gonna be looking up to you. And if you don't show them how to be a responsible adult, they won't grow up properly. You're gonna stunt their growth in responsibility, in becoming the adult that everyone is looking for. Paying your rent on time, moving your car, paying your car insurance, making sure that there's food in the table, making sure there's a roof over your head, over your family. Those are all things. So guys, even if you have to go back, and review every season, review every episode, especially this episode that we're going in, we have been talking a lot about responsibility, about trust, about a lot of strong topics that will help you become a responsible adult. Yesterday, you depended on someone. Today, you need to depend on yourself, and tomorrow, someone else is going to depend on you.
There's so
right, so what makes you an adult? What makes you an adult is being independent. Independent how? When you learn how to cook for yourself, when you learn how to do laundry for yourself, when you learn how to prepare, if you're a guy, how iron your shirts, how iron your pants, you know? When you live on your own, you don't really depend on much. You know, how can you tell you're becoming more of an adult when you do a lot of things that your parents do probably nowadays? For example, how many times have you seen your mom or your dad wake up extremely early in the morning, 7, 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, to head out to work and come back later on? Your mom could come tired and she still prepares food, she still does laundry and gets you ready for the next day. Your dad as well, your father, he'll come from work, you know, help out, fix something at home. Why? Because those are things that adults have to do. Even if they don't want to do it, even if they're tired, they're going against the will. Why? Because those are things what makes you, you know, independent. You're independent. They're on their own. That was what makes you an adult, a responsible adult. You know, if you're the type of person that you still can't depend, but you still live with your parents, my friend, take advantage of this moment. Learn from your mom. Learn from your dad on how to be independent. You know, ask them how to guide you. For example, if you're the type of person that can't cook, you can't cook a simple dish, you know, some rice and beans or even a simple pasta, go and ask your mom. Help your mom out. Go into the kitchen. You know, maybe you're coming from school, you're coming from work, from your part-time job, or coming out from hanging out with your friends, you come tired, but you see your mom cooking, go into the kitchen, you know, and see how she cooks, see how she prepares the food. Ask her to teach you what are some, you know, some ingredients, some seasoning that you could put on that rice, on those beans, you know. If you go out with your dad, you know, and you see your dad fixing something in the car or something, helping, you know, fix something in the garage, go out there, help them, you know, get involved. Why? Because that's what's going to make you an adult. Because you're doing it not because you want to, because you have to. And that's what part of being an adult is. You know, you cannot really slack as an adult because there's consequences. You know, no one in this real world, there's consequences. No one is going to forgive you just because, oh, you look pretty or you look cute or this and that. No, it's all about being responsible, being independent, and of course, having character, you know? So take advantage if you still live with your parents. Learn how to do the laundry. Learn how to wash it and learn how to dry them, because if you don't put enough detergent or you put way too much detergent, when the wash cycle finishes, it's going to have way too much soap. Or if you put them in the dryer, they're going to come out shrunk, you know? Or if you don't know how to cook, you're going to be burning rice and beans left and right, you know? Or if you don't know how to do sometimes a simple oil change with your father, guess what? You're going to burn that engine out, you know? Or maybe how to repair a simple door. You're going to have a broken door there, insecure, you know, anyone might break in. So those are some simple things, you know, that make you an independent and a young adult.
Hi guys, so I'm here today with our book review, and the book is The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner. It's a very interesting book. He is a very excellent storyteller. If you want to know 1,000 ways of not knowing the story, this is the person for you. He goes around and around and around until he finally makes his point at the end. If you like that, then wonderful. If you don't, stay away because you're going to get really annoyed. But the book is split into 3 parts. It's split into 3 different perspectives. It's 3 brothers, and they are talking about their sister. So one of them is mentally retarded. So when you are reading it as how he thinks, as how he processes what he sees. So if you get a little confused when you get to that part, it's natural. It's not you, it's the book. So if you also like a lot of psychology and theories, you're gonna like this book, because this author used, he was inspired a lot by Sigmund Freud, if you guys have heard of him. So he has some very interesting theories on men and behaviors and relationships. So I highly recommend this book if you like it. If you want to, research it a little before, I highly recommend it because it's going to help you understand this better. If you're interested more in movies, they do have a movie out about this book. James Franco actually directed it and he's featured in the movie. I didn't hear so good reviews about it. I haven't seen it myself, not too particularly interested, but if you want to see that movie before reading this book, sure, why not? If you have read this book before for an English class, or if you've read it on your own, please leave your comments below. Any suggestions? Someone has suggested a few books and I'm working on them, so I will be reviewing them in the upcoming videos.
So one more last thing before we leave. All right, if you want to learn more, know more, 1 Corinthians 13 says, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Even God knows when it's time to move on from being a child and being a responsible adult. If you have any questions, you want any advice, our contact information will be provided right here below us. All right, you can contact us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can always find us. We're located in New York, around certain places in New York, as well as different states. Get in touch with us. If you're from Yonkers, we're located in 482 South Broadway, zip code 10701. All right. If you are from the Bronx, 490 East 138th Street. If you are from Queens, 6803 Roosevelt Avenue, Woodside. Shout out to my boy Albert, who's behind the camera. Right, Albert? Hey. All right, so see you next time. All right, stay tuned. Leave us your advices, questions, what you want us to talk about. For real, send us your text, send us an email, send us a shout out, Instagram, Facebook, do whatever you want to know. Next, let us know that we're here for you.